no one's looking at me going, that guy is going to say the word Riz convincingly. Like, no one's,
I mean, yeah.
I can't pull that
I would
off.
probably say it in the wrong context.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Exactly.
I'd be like, yeah, that was a Riz day.
Yeah.
What?
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Guys, this is an honor. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
Lindsay, I gotta tell you, you have been not just in some of my favorite movies of all time, but some of my favorite roles of all time. But in the spirit of sort of swapping, what is a role from a movie you've been in that you didn't play, but just as an actor, you would love to know, like, what would that experience have been like to have played that part?
Oh, I think it would be Meryl Streep in Prairie Home Companion.
What? Tell me more. Tell me why.
Because her and Lily Tomlin had this really amazing chemistry where they were just in their own universe the whole time. And we actually had one scene that wasn't fully in the movie, but it's completely ad-libbed. And we all just started crying by the end of it. So it was just, if I was them and could master the art of, I've always wanted, I'm like, I want to do that one day with a younger girl on set, just because it was like a master class in a moment, in a scene.
In those moments, do you just sit back and just watch?
Oh, them I would just like watch and admire and goo goo gaga all the time. Like, I was just in awe of them.
That's unbelievable. Is there a role of Lindsay's that if you were going to swap, you're like, God, it'd be really cool. I would have loved to have played that part, thinking back over her incredible career.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Parent Trap was such a big opportunity too. Like that's such a classic movie too that I've just loved for so long. So I think getting to play twins would be really fun.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
Because you get to be two completely different people.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you still, all these years later, do you still run into people who think that this is a weird way to phrase it, but that there's two of you, or does everyone by now know?
Everyone by now knows. It was funny. There was one point in my life where my younger sister was with me and we were flying, and she was sitting next to me and I'm like, oh, you're twin. And we're like 8 years apart. So I don't know how that happened.
They thought that she was the other one in the movie?
But she has freckles, but she has dark hair. But that was wild to me.
That is crazy.
But for me, like, the buck stopped at Michael Eisner when I told him, you should have paid me double.
Yes. And then all of a sudden it got really quiet after
like,
that.
Oh yeah, she doesn't have a twin.
Yeah. You know, this movie in particular, I feel like is a really great reminder of, like, we all change. Everybody changes. I think back to, like, 2003 me would be, one, very happy, very proud that I'm in this room talking to you guys, but then also would look at me and go, why are you so tired all the time? Like, so I'd love that there's things that, you know, our younger selves would be proud of, but also might be embarrassed by. I would love to know, looking back in the most fun way possible, what would 2003 to see you today be so excited that you're doing, but also probably make fun of you for as well?
Ooh, I think I'd be very proud of the mother and wife that I am today, and daughter to my parents, and sister to my siblings, and I hope mentor to other girls. Yeah, I think I'd be proud of that. And then embarrassed, I think it would be that I don't know any cool, like, new words.
Except
like
Riz.
slang, except for Riz.
She knows Riz.
I feel like by the time I'm taught the thing, it means it's not cool anymore. Like
That makes so much sense, though.
If it gets to me, like, by the time it gets to me, it's done.
Yeah, that's probably me too. It's like, don't even try.
Don't even try. Like, and also, like, no one's looking at me going, that guy is gonna say the word Riz convincingly. Like, no one's.
I mean, yeah.
I can't pull that
I would
off.
probably say it in the wrong context.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
I'd be like, yeah, that was a Riz day.
Yeah.
What?
Honestly,
No.
I think that sounds right to me. I think that sounds good.
Julie's like, no.
Rizzy Friday.
Rizzy.
Rizzy
That's
Friday.
the third one. It's good, like, just
Sundays are so
freakiest
Riz.
Friday, full Riz. If you'll allow me to geek out for a second, I love your performance so much in this because you're clearly playing someone who's older than you, and you do it very well.
Thank
but it
you.
actually, in a weird way, as a movie geek, it reminded me of your performance in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, because this was a young woman who was kind of mature beyond her years, and,
Oh, yeah.
and even though she obviously wasn't old, like, she felt like she was sort of an older actor by that point. I'd love to know, was there any sort of commonality between the experience of the two? Because in both cases, you're kind of playing someone who is maybe even more mature than maybe you are in real life, hypothetically.
Yeah. That is a great way of thinking of it. I did so much preparation for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I also did a lot of preparation for this. The audition for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was all of the scenes of me. That was like everything you saw, I did and more, because they cut out a lot of stuff. So I knew all my lines by the time we got to the table read, even. So everyone was reading on their scripts, and I just put mine down and was able to look at people while I was talking. So that was very interesting, and just like that, we did a lot of prep work for this to get it down, and it was really choreographed. And so yeah, I would say the prep work was very similar. But I was more conscious of trying to be an adult here than I was then. I was just trying to be articulate and intelligent in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
The power to be able to just flip a script and go, I'm good. I don't need, like, that's, I feel like that's such a great power move. I'll
Especially at a table read, because everyone wants their script there.
Yeah.
Yeah, clinging. Yeah, I get that.
That's all the time. That's all the time we got.
Wow.
Guys, they knew I was about
to.
to jump in for another one. Guys, this
Thank
movie
you.
means a lot to me because I grew up obviously with the original. So this, I know your day is short. I appreciate you guys taking the time.
Thank you so
Good to
much.
see you.
much.
Thank you guys for having fun with me.
Have a
Nice to
good
see
day.
you.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.